Oh. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurureva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Narayana. Hari Om and greetings from Niagara Falls. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya. Shloka 11 begins the third part of Upadesha Sara. This third part is known as Kriya Yoga, as Ashtanga Yoga. In the 11th shloka, Sri Ramana is talking about the connection between the pranamaya and manomaya koshas, between the breath and the mind. Their connection shows that we should live our lives in a holistic way. It can't be that I have a strong mind and a weak body, or a brilliant intellect, but my cardiovascular system is troubling me. There has to be a holistic approach to self-development, to self-enlightenment. In the 12th shloka, Sri Ramana is highlighting that the mind is more powerful than the breath. And so anything the breath does for the mind is temporary. This will not last. The mind is more powerful. You cannot use the breath as the ends. It is only a means, a temporary means. It's a reaction to working with the mind. In Shloka 13, Sri Ramana brings together restraint of the mind, and another word for restraint, or other words for restraint, is control of the mind, direction of the mind. All of that is possible only with the intellect. The intellect is that which holds an ideal. The intellect is the substratum for knowledge. It is this more powerful equipment that can restrain, control, direct the less powerful equipment that is the mind. This is a lovely shloka because again it shows the breath is a weaker instrument. It cannot have a lasting impact on the mind. In the 14th shloka, Sri Ramana says that a quietened mind is one that is available for contemplation. We have to be quiet to be able to be silent. Silence is our nature. It's not created, it's not destroyed, it is. But to reach that, to hear that, I first have to have a quiet mind. The breath serves a purpose, but then the intellect has to have a much greater purpose, the ideal, the knowledge. In the 15th shloka, Sri Ramana says someone who reaches that silence they don't want anything, so they don't have to do anything. If you want something, you have to do something. If you don't want anything, you don't have to do anything. This is contentment. It's like at the beginning of a movie. If you've used the restroom, if you're not thirsty, you just sit there and you enjoy the movie. But people who didn't use the restroom or didn't buy something to eat or drink, see, they want something. So they have to do something. They keep planning, okay, now when do I leave? When do I leave? When do I leave? Imagine not wanting anything. Period. That is the biography of someone who's content, someone who transcends the mind. And this section of Upadesha Sara ends in Shloka 16. Sri Ramana is telling us we have to let go to be able to feel who we are. We have to let go of articles being circumstances. Right now we're aware of articles being circumstances. But if we let go of these, our dependence on them, then we will feel that awareness is still there, and I'm still there, so I have to be this awareness then. Being an extrovert, one will never be able to tune into this independent awareness. It will always be awareness of. There's a dependency there. In Shloka 17, the fourth part of Upadesha Sara begins. We went through Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, now Jnana Yoga. Within Jnana Yoga, there are two directions or two focuses. The first one is Jnana Yoga in a micro level, focusing on what's happening inside, and later on, what's happening at a macro level, what's happening outside. In Shloka 17, Sri Ramana says, inquire. Inquire into the mind. And if you inquire into the mind, you will realize the mind equals thoughts. The mind equals thoughts. In Shloka 18, Sri Ramana says, inquire into the thoughts. The thoughts equal the this thought and the I thought. The idam vritti and the aham vritti. In Shloka 19, Sri Ramana says, inquire into the this thought and I thought, and what you will realize is that there is just the I thought. And this is an I thought, which is different than I. These are the challenges of teaching at home. So there's the this thought and the I thought, and when you inquire into this, there is only the I thought. So this is highlighted in Shloka 19. And finally in Shloka 20, when you inquire into the I thought equals I. This I is not a thought, this I is you. It is immediate, it is not mediate. This takes us to the review of what we've done so far. And now we'll continue with your review, and we'll come back to this micro Jnana Yoga and then macro Jnana Yoga. Narayana.